We reached a significant milestone in learning about key signatures for major keys, but we need to keep forging ahead. I want to stress that all of the theory you've learned thus far needs to be practiced relentlessly. You can't microwave this information. There are many excellent apps available to drill you on these topics, so use them. In this unit, we learn about parallel keys and relative keys. Here are their definitions, plus the definition of modulation. Parallel keys are two keys that share the same tonic. For example, C major and C minor. Obviously, these two scales sound very different, but they do share the same tonic or tonal center. A tonal center is a great term because it really describes what a tonic is. It's the note around which all of the notes of a song revolve. The next term is relative key. Relative keys are two keys that share the same key signature. For example, C major and A minor. Now, we haven't discussed key signatures for minor keys yet, but this unit helps set up that discussion. The next term is modulation. Modulation is when a song changes from one key to another. Therefore, there's been a shift in the tonal center. Let's dive in and talk about each of these topics separately. Parallel keys first. It's common for a song's mood to shift from happy to sad or bluesy, or vice versa without the tonic changing. This concept is called modal interchange. It'll be discussed in great detail in a later unit. The tonal center remains the same. The key shift is between parallel keys, major and minor. On your screen, you see both the C major and C minor scales. Notice that some of the notes are the same. The tonic, the second, the fourth, and the fifth scale degrees are all the same. Notice the notes that are different. That would be the third, the sixth, and the seventh. They're different in the minor scale. A song can actually change from major to minor without changing the tonic, the tonal center. We'll spend a lot more time with this in a later unit. Next, let's discuss relative keys. In earlier units, we learned how to construct the major scales and their key signatures. We also learned how to construct the natural minor scale, but not minor key signatures yet. Study what is shown to you on your screen. The notes of the C major and A minor scales are the same. Now, we haven't studied minor key signatures yet, but it's clear that the key signature for A minor would be no sharps or flats, and that's the same as the key signature for the C major scale. C major and A minor are said to be relative keys. That's because they share the exact same notes. And since we're talking about it, look at the D major and B minor scales. The notes are exactly the same. That means that the key signature for both D major and B minor is two sharps. That's F sharp and C sharp. D major and B minor are relative keys because they share the exact same notes. They are relative keys. And check this out. Note that in both cases shown above, the tonic of the relative minor is the sixth scale degree of the relative major, right? A is the sixth scale degree of C, and B is the sixth scale degree of D. Now examine the reverse of that. See that a minor key's relative major is the flat third scale degree. A minor's flat third scale degree is C, therefore C major. B minor's flat third scale degree is D, therefore D major. Now, this is consistent with all relative keys. This provides a really quick way to understand minor key signatures. So let's do a couple. So let's look at E minor. E minor's third scale degree, the flat third scale degree, is G. So E minor's relative major is G major, and G major's key signature is 1 sharp, F sharp. And therefore, E minor's key signature is 1 sharp, F sharp. Let's look at F sharp minor. F sharp minor's flatted third scale degree is A. Therefore, A major is F sharp minor's relative major. And what's the key signature for A major? 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Therefore, the key signature for F sharp minor is 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. It should be noted that it's fairly common for songs to modulate from a major key to its relative minor or vice versa. This transition is smooth and subtle, and the tonal center could shift back and forth several times throughout the song. So here's what you should know from this unit. Parallel keys share the same tonic. Relative keys share the same notes and therefore the same key signature. Understanding relative keys will be a great help in learning minor key signatures very soon. Modulation is when a song changes from one key to another. Study hard and we'll see you in the next unit. If you find this video helpful, please be sure to click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. You can also click the link in the description below to check out the full fretboard biology course when you are ready for a more intensive training program. We'll see you in the next video.